You ain't that nigga you say you would. Just know that I know, I know. Those streets, they fuck strong. And them bitches got fucked, you got caught money wrong. You know that I know, I know, I know. You know that I know, I know, I know. You nigga, you crazy. You just find my money, I make this shit ain't change. I know, I know, I know. A lot of these niggas ain't lame. So I know that's my own. This nigga got the game. Tricks on the floor. All the way across and go around. Those bitches try to leave with me, and no song. I know y'all.
Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the UTEP Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Raging Cajuns will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to this.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Miners look to keep this drive humming. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the move. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Quickly complete. Stumbled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Miners are threatening on first and goal. Gets the back moving. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Powell. Touchdown, Miners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Grant. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Riggs. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere, not the kick.
Running right in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coates. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Cajuns. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and net.
Going over the top. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Grant. Caught over the middle, it's Wade. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down. Short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after.
The Miners line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to set up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Raging Cajuns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air, it's Grant. Rushes on him. Finds his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Raging Cajuns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Miners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Surging forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
And I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward. But this defense, more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
And I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires left. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field, and they make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UTEP. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To throw, it's Grant. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You want to end a play quickly? Get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something.
Makes the catch at the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Grant. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
The sure hands, it's Taylor. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw...
Breaks into the open. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, UTEP. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Grant. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left side.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Unloads to the wideout. working the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Powell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Back to pass. It's Nelson. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miners. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Grant. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running back.
Makes the catch on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.